I'm back with another video, and today's look, which I've already done, I did a video already, but it got messed up. It always is doing that. I definitely need to upgrade with a better camera. The palette I'm using is Impress You by Beauty Glaze. I've done a couple of videos with the Beauty Glaze palettes. If you haven't seen those now, go check those out. I started a look. This is the look I came out with. So far, I'm not too happy with this palette. But I automatically had took in a couple of shades, which I'm going to point out to you. I set my eyelid with this shade. I worked this shade into my crease. And with a little bit of this color as well. And now I'm working on to like the wing part, and I used this maroon. And now I'm gonna actually lighten it, because here it's dark, but what I did is I lightened it and then I darkened it. So I'm gonna lighten it with this shade right here. And the brush that I'm using right now is the Makeup Shack T14 brush. And let me just start by saying, you hear any noise in the background, it is my boyfriend playing the game with his friends. And I think I just lost my mirror as well. Oh no, I didn't.
How the fuck you just put a hat on out of nowhere, bro?
And sorry about his language, because he is cussing. I've told everybody I'm here before that I don't like cussing on my channel, but they don't know that, so it's not like I can force them.
Yeah, we ain't got no force.
So I'm just placing this shade on here just to try to make it,
all four of us sit right here.
Try to make it as like red as possible. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually darken the red. And I know you're thinking, oh, you already had put a dark shade underneath that. Well, see, the reason I did this was because before I didn't like the fact that it was too dark, and then I was like, it has to be dark, so that's why I did that. But then over here, with me lightening, really brought this color out, so that was really good. So now I'm gonna take these brown shades here, and I'm actually gonna work between both of them. These really dark shades. I was gonna use black, but I don't want to because it's a little too much. Okay. And this is gonna take me a little bit. Alright, this brown shade is definitely a really hard color. But he's trying to give me YouTube tips. Cute. Alright, I definitely do not like the shades in this palette at all. Okay, and now that that's done, things I worked between the two shades, I'm gonna go back in with the Cosmetics brush, and I'm gonna take the blending side again, and I'm just gonna blend in these two colors kind of together, so it's not looking like harsh lines. So I'm gonna try to blend. Hopefully you guys can see. And for this, I definitely am using like a circular motion more than just going straight back and forth. Except for here at the end. Because I want it to come to a point as much as possible. Come to a point. And then down here, I'm just trying to get it to look as much as faded as possible. And I'm going to sharpen it like over here.
I guess that you is back coast. Back coast. Put that hole in the wall.
Huh?
We'll talk about it when you're done.
Okay, so now I'm gonna take the Makeup Shack 54 brush, which is a flathead brush, which is good for like doing brows or filling in underneath the brows, sharpen them, or doing any sharp look like I am today. And instead of taking like a concealer or the eyeshadow base that I normally use, I'm actually going to use that foundation because right now the only thing I have on my face is foundation. So I'm going to take the Milani foundation that I've been using, which is also on my face, just in case you guys are wondering. And it is already on my face. I'm just going to take what was left on top of here and put it on my back of my hand. Alright, so now I'm going to get real close and just bring the line all the way up to make a sharp line. And I'm going to kind of bring it down because there was eyeshadow down there. Alright, and now I'm going to take my sponge wherever it is, because I tend to lose it every time I'm doing my makeup. Oh. This is the sponge. It's a diamond sponge. It's the Real Techniques diamond sponge. Honestly, seeing these same sponges on the Wish app, and a couple of females were saying that they feel the same way as these ones. I haven't tried them personally, but if that's true, that's honestly amazing. Alright, so I'm going to take the long side and just get as close as possible and just push down a couple of times. To blend. Oh, it doesn't, it kind of looks curvy. Then straight like this side. I think I'm just gonna redo it, which is okay. I'm gonna take a little bit more foundation and do so. My back is starting to hurt.
I keep telling you, stop going to get one shell, two shell. Nigga, grab everything you got.
Alright. So now that that's completed, I'm just gonna blend what was on my hand.
You're gonna smoke the shit out of it, man. You don't have to repop it, man.
Listen. I'm gonna equate it better to
Alright, it's still looking like a little crazy, but I think I'm gonna fix it with the same brush. I'm just gonna take the cream off the brush with using this little shadow remover little pad. I don't know the actual name of this, but just in case people want to know. Alright, so I'm going to take the burgundy shade, and I'm actually just going to dip into the brown as well and put it on there. And then I'm just going to go ahead and...
What is you talking about?
Nigga used to have a Yu-Gi-Oh card. He used to be
Okay. I should have used this brush the whole time for this look.
You bugging, bro. Just because I watch Naruto don't mean I watch all the other shit, bro.
And I just realized I think I might have messed up some. I need to bring it out. So I'm going to go ahead and finish that. Okay, you can definitely see the difference on how I brought it out. And over here it just looks a little crazy. So I'm actually just going to do this again. I did add more shadow, but I think I'm going to do it to this side again as well. So
I should just leave it a little. I'm gonna leave that half an
and I'm bringing it all the way up.
Oh,
He gon'
Definitely need a little bit more foundation.
Fuck us up.
Just in case.
that's my man, but I can't do shit with him because every time I fucking look up, he's fucking outletting. Like, even when I just hit that 3, the nigga screams up the court.
Alright. I probably should have waited to do all this, but it's totally okay that I'm redoing this whole thing over and over again. Because just to get something the way that you want it to, this is something that you might have to do.
Look, I still can't even catch up to him. What the fuck?
Okay, so I'm just gonna let it be because of that. So now I'm just gonna take this brush right here. It's just a brush that I got from like this store, and I'm gonna take my MAC setting spray, MAC Fix Plus. I'm gonna spray this brush and dip it into an eyeshadow that I'm going to show you in a second. Okay, so I wanted to keep it still in the burgundy side, so I'm taking this shade right here, which is real pretty. You know what's so funny? These shadows feel really nice on your fingers, but as soon as they hit like a brush, they just don't want to work. So I think that's my main problem with a lot of palettes. Like, they feel amazing on the brush, on your fingers, so you're like, oh, I'm gonna do a look, and then when you put a brush to it, it just doesn't turn out. So I'm gonna pat this, and this took me a very long time to do, but oh, now I got like the first layer off in the pan. I think it's going on really good. Okay, foil shades come through. This color is so pretty. I'm gonna definitely try to build it, try to make it pop a little, and then I'm actually gonna add another foil shade on top of it, kind of to do like a little spotlight type thing. And I'm gonna kind of bring the foil shade up in here, like you'll see. A little more. And see how underneath what I just did is still matte? That's what I wanted to do.
Yo, that AI on it, man. Fuck. No, I'm not passing the ball anymore. Yeah, I got it.
Alright, we need our big niggas to get back.
Alright.
It's clear.
And it's coming out good. So now I'm going to take the It Cosmetics brush, and I'm just going to blend as much as possible on top here. And then I'm going to take another shade and just put that on there as well. Try to darken it a little bit. And I'm going to take this shade right here and blend that right into that color. Had to think for a second. Just trying to add a little bit more. And as you can see, it still kind of looks a little lighter. So what I did is I took the same shade that I set my eye with, and I took the regular eyeshadow, all over eyeshadow brush, and I dipped into the shade that I set my eye with, and I tapped on this shade lightly. in the front area than in the back. The back part is where I wanted it to be a little bit darker. But, yeah. So now I'm going to take another little foil shade, probably like a gold. But I'm going to take what's on my brush off. Yes, perfect. And the shade is right above the shade that I was using. This is the shade that I just put on my eyelid. I'm going to take this one and put it on there as well. I'm going to pack some on my brush.
This nigga all the way down here, too.
As you can see, I'm going to take my MAC Fix Plus and spray. Alright. And I'm just going to do a little bit, kind of at the end. See?
You do that shit.
Alright. Nice and pretty. So I'm going to set my eyes with MAC Fix Plus again.
Yo, they small forward look like a damn
just in the eye area. Then I'm going to go ahead and continue my face. Around this time is usually when my phone tries to turn off. But I'm going to go ahead and just tell you guys everything. So I'm using the Infallible Pro Glow Concealer, which is one of my faves. And I kind of go a little crazy with concealer. Because who doesn't like concealer as much as I do? Alright, so okay, so I got the rest of my concealer on my face. And I lost my sponge again. Oh, there it is. Alright, so I'm just gonna blend okay. For my under eyes, I like to use, recently I decided that I like to use the Moda 803 brush, which I consider it as the concealer brush.
The AI?
Just for my under eye, everything like at the center, my forehead, my nose, my upper lip, and my chin, I like to use the sponge. But I also use this as for my under eye as long as I can't get this to blend as good. And I got hair all over. Sometimes if I could have mistakes on my eyeshadow, the concealer will help clean up the edges. That's what I'm trying to attempt to do now. You can see. Now I'm just going to blend the rest because I feel like it's just sitting there.
Never mind. His laugh, right? Okay.
Nigga, fuck you mean?
Yo, They point guard got
So I'm going to go ahead and set my face. I'm going to take this Sony Keshik purple brush. It doesn't have a number or anything. It was just a set with different colors, so I just call it the purple brush. So I'm just going to pat under my eyes with this Rimmel London Stay Matte powder in Silky Beige. It's the one that's been in all my videos lately, in case you guys were wondering. Alright, I'm trying to get into a little bit of a hurry so none of the videos don't cut off. But in case you haven't already, and if you're new, go and subscribe and like this video. Alright, put powder in every other place that doesn't really have too much powder on my face, including my neck. And this is the NYX BB Radiance powder in natural beige. Alright, so now I'm going to do a contour, which was with my beauty bronzer, and it broke. As you can see, the little piece came out, which is okay. Just going to do a little contour, nothing special.
As soon as I touch my controller, was that Chicago who threw that? Was that Chicago?
Alright, I'm gonna do my nose.
We're not winning nothing.
And get my forehead as best as I possibly can. Trying to look like I was in summer again. That's why I added all over my forehead as possible. And now I'm just going to take this Sephora brush. These are the brushes that I got for Christmas from my boyfriend. I'm just going to try to blend this contour as best as I could possibly can. Hopefully this video did not get cut off before I finish my look. If not, you can always see pictures on Instagram and stuff like that. Now I'm going to finish my eyes. I'm going to go in with the NYX Epic Ink Eyeliner, which is my favorite eyeliner ever.
Yo, Tony, with your position, it's like a live or die, man. It's like,
and what I do first with my eyes, I just
good when you get hit
outline my eye first.
Get missed wide open. You're like a fucking retard.
I try to do as small as I can, but if I automatically go big, you might as well stay big. I just messed up. That's okay. When it dries, it will come off immediately.
Fucked it up.
That's wild, bro.
Okay, so I'm gonna finish the wing on this side. Alright, sorry I got a little quiet. I usually do when I do my eyeliner because I get scared I'm gonna mess up. Alright, there it goes. So now I'm just gonna
No, oh my god, that's supposed to go to him.
Clean this up, but I can't because my wipes are all the way across the room here.
What the fuck? Oh my god. This whole ass.
Alright, I'll fix it in a little bit. I'm just gonna hurry up and get some highlight on. I'm going to take my Makeup Shack T15 brush, which is also, it is normally an eyeshadow brush, can't even see, but I like to use it as a highlight. So I'm going to use the e.l.f. Light Pearl, which is a very light, simple kind of highlight, which I kind of like when I'm doing kind of bold looks.
And my man whooped my ass with 19 of myself.
Nice and pretty, not too much. Which is really good. I'm going to go ahead and go in with some mascara, which is the Roller Lash from Benefit, which I've been loving a lot, which I need to buy a new one. I don't have any lashes because I currently lost a pair that I had here. I didn't lost. I actually just lost one of the eyelashes, which I regret because those were my favorite ones from House of Lashes. But mascara will do for now. Definitely adding a light coat to the bottom of my lashes.
I know this nigga did not.
Hey, I'm about to go get my weed.
Okay. I think I'm going to add a little bit more to this side.
Yeah, that nigga.
Okay.
That nigga grabbed his shot out the air.
Alright, it's not off. It's okay. Alright, so for my lips, I wanted to do a liquid lipstick, but I actually just plan on using a lip gloss just because my lips are really like chapping. Like, let me show you. It's like, it's peeling and cracking slowly, so I just want to be careful. So I'm just going to add some of the Burt's Bees 100% Natural Lip Shine in the shade Peachy. This used to be my favorite, and then I found this again, and I was like, I gotta use it. Alright, so let me start by talking about the palette. The palette is not like the other Beauty Glaze palettes at all, by far, not like it. My only problem is I was having a lot of issues trying to blend some of the shades that are in here. The foil shades were amazing, as you can see. But the matte shades were kind of like difficult. Like some of them,
how you in the wrong person?
As I was swatching them, I think it was like one of the browns. I think it was this one. Hold on, let me sit you guys down so I can show you how it was. Oh, sorry, I kind of zoomed in. Alright, so I have a clean hand. I have the shade on my finger. When I went to go blend it, it was light, and I would try to keep blending it. But that's my finger, so I'm gonna actually try to go in
Nah, not
with
on you. I thought Chicago was about to grab that shit and do some bullshit.
another brush. Take that same shade and just show you. Oh, this is kind of weird doing it this way. Sorry, I'm looking funny. See, that's how it just came off. Super light, nowhere near as the finger swatch. So I would have to keep just blending it. And now it looks somewhat near to this, but it doesn't look as smooth and nice as the finger swatch. So, this, honestly, I can say this palette is not a good palette for me. I will keep it and try to work with it a little bit more, because I noticed you have to break through the top half of the shadow. Like,